after 3 weeks of eating American road food, I'd officially contracted obesity. Would I even survive this next shoot? Right, I'm here at the Valley of Fire in Nevada State with my friend Greg Snell, who's filming the B-roll for me. Thank you very much, Greg. And I've walked literally feet from the car. And whenever hiking through rattlesnake-infested desert, it's always vital to wear appropriate footwear, which you know you can always rely on me to do. And what I'm here to do is shoot this beautiful cave that's known as Windstone Arch. Well, I call it a cave. It's really just a tiny, tiny little alcove that's blown by the wind. And it's created these really spectacular patterns in the sandstone, which we'll show you in a second when we get in there. And I'll explain the composition and what I'm looking for. I've shot this before, and I shot it in bright, bright sunlight. But my plan today is to shoot it when the whole thing is in shade. I don't know if you can see, but just through there, that's the cave, or the alcove. There's these hot spots of bright light. Well, I want to wait for those to disappear so that the whole thing is in shade and the light is softer. So let me get in there and show you what I'm talking about. So what I find so fascinating about this place, and you'll see it immediately, is this beautiful arch, pillar, I don't know what you would call that, and then of course all of this intricate stonework behind me. And I guess it's carved out by the wind blasting all of this sand in here, and perhaps the occasional bit of rain. There's holes in the ceiling, and there's a hole over there behind Greg. But the shot that I want is right from where Greg is, shooting super wide, looking through here. And so this is what I'm talking about, these patches of hot light. They're difficult to work with, and once we've got that sun dropped, I think 45 minutes, it's probably going to be enough. These will be completely gone, the whole thing will be in shade, nice and soft, and then I can work with that kind of light. And I can also shoot it from this side, looking back that way. But yeah, what a magical spot, and like a lot of the places that we visited on this trip, I've got the whole place to myself. Well, I've got it with Greg. Kind of romantic.
Nope.
All right. These intimate quarters are not really designed for a man of my substantial rotundity, which I don't even know if that's a word, but I just made it up. It's a word now. And Greg has asked me to politely mention that he's not a terrible cameraman. It's just that he's working in extreme dynamic range conditions, so he's making adjustments on the fly to deal with these extreme shadows and extremely hot highlights. Okay, let's get a very rough comp, find out what I'm looking at, and I'll talk you through the shot. Greg, you're in my shot. Okay, these are rather close quarters that I'm sharing with Greg. Do you work out, Greg?
Of course.
You do?
Yeah, man, I'm like 10 years younger than you.
So you're 25. Right, so this is the composition that I've set up. Hopefully you can see it there. I'll give you a real close-up on the back of the camera. And it's a very, very wide scene. Now, the top tip that I'll give you, whenever you're doing something like this, whether it's trees, a rock formation like this, if it's somewhere that people go into on a regular basis, which this one is obviously, it's quite popular, don't get so excited that you don't pay attention to the little details. So what I've noticed after I've framed up my shot is that there's loads of footprints on the other side of this arch in all of the sand. And it's dead easy to miss that while you're shooting, but I tell you what, you'll notice it when you're editing. So now that I'm waiting for this light to fade, you can see it's got a lot softer in the back of this alcove there. What I'll do before I take the shot is just do a quick patrol with Greg's socks, and I'll use his socks, or his hat. Your hat will do, yeah. Or even that windsock on the microphone, and I'll just brush all of the sand so that it's not full of prints, hand prints and shoe prints and all that kind of. In fact, it's better still, Greg, if you just do that for me. Would you do that?
For $50 Canadian, you got a deal.
Oh, Canadian? Oh, deal. Yeah, all right. So I'll just wait here then. Off you pop. Careful, don't bang the.
Yeah,
don't bang the camera on your way out.
It's a little tight.
Oh, yeah, you're flexible, aren't you, Greg?
Oh, Jesus.
Do you do yoga?
Nope.
I bet it is.
All right, Gavin, where do you want me to brush off the sand?
Do you see where your footprints are there?
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
Just clean those.
Like that?
Yeah, just be careful not to leave any new ones.
Oh, this is great, man. It's like painting sand.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job there.
Totally worth 50 bucks.
Yeah, well.
Mind you, Canadian's not that strong anymore,
Well, you know, where do you live?
I live in Europe, dude.
Yeah, well, it's worth loads of money in Europe. Yeah, keep going. He's doing a good job there. Doesn't look like you're in a rush, does it?
How's that?
Well, don't forget that the top part on the right there where you've left all them ugly footprints.
Right here?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. If you're going to do a job, do it properly.
I hope this image is worth it.
Well, I'm taking it, so I don't think you need to ask that question. Greg. Bit cheeky of you to even say that. What I love about working with Greg, and I've been working with him for the last 3 weeks, is he will literally do anything for money.
Not true. Not true.
He'll do most things for money.
Dude, you're making me out to be a terrible person.
No, he's a really good person, extremely professional. I just hope that while we're in this enclosed space, he doesn't burp or fart. The burps will perforate my eardrums. The farts will definitely trigger my gag reflex. So I've got to watch out for that. Okay, so we're all done there. Thanks a lot, Greg. That honestly, that does look way better. And I really appreciate that. The check's in the post. You brought coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Can I have some coffee?
There's already coffee in there. Dude.
Can you pour me some?
Yeah. Does your audience know that you're this demanding? Really?
Oh, we haven't even begun yet, Greg.
Fuck.
We haven't even begun.
3 weeks. I thought Thomas Heaton was bad, dude. You're like next level. This is ridiculous. Here, have some coffee.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Excuse my language.
So tell me about Thomas Heaton then. What's he like to work with?
I thought that this was going to be about your little cave photo here, and
Yeah. It is, I'm just waiting for the right light. I mean, you're going to wait, right?
it was pretty good 20 minutes ago. Huh?
Well,
All those really harsh highlights.
to an amateur, maybe.
Harsh highlights, really dark shadows.
But to a professional, I mean, look, I'm so professional, I'm actually even taking the shot whilst listening to your stories. Carry on.
What were you talking about? Oh, yeah. T Fuego.
Yeah, what's he like to work for?
Yeah, he's all right. Much better than you.
What?
Less demanding. And more professional. He's a better photographer. Just all around like a better person.
Yeah.
But you have taught me a lot, especially about comedy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
No, don't get ahead of yourself. The hardest part is pretending to fake laugh at all your shitty jokes. Yeah. Sorry. Did you even realize? You probably didn't. They'll know. Yeah. Just get back to your photo, man. Give me my coffee. Sorry again.
Okay, let me talk you through this rather delicious shot. So the composition is a fairly obvious one, but you do still have quite a lot of choices in this cave. I could have even shot it vertical, which I've done before, and I do like that, but there's something about this sweeping, these lines that come in from all edges and draw your eye into the centre of this frame on a wide 3x2 that I just really enjoy. So what you may notice at first is that I've got an aperture of f13, and the reason why I've got to do that is because I'm really quite close to pretty much everything. So these lovely curves that you can see, I've got this curve coming in from the bottom left that comes all the way over to the right part of the frame, and that is very close to, I would say it's about 13-14 inches from the lens. So I'm going to need to stop down so that I can get maximum depth of field, and with this lens, this is a 16-35, I found that f13 is still really sharp. In fact, even f16 is still very sharp, and that's going to make it easier to knit together when I do a focus stack, which I really have to do with an image like this. So I've begun by focusing on this little part here, which like I said is about 13 to 14 inches in front of the lens, and I get my exposure value set to what the camera's telling me is the correct exposure, which turns out to be 1.6 seconds. So I'm going to take that shot. And I've already gone through this process a few times, and I've checked the playback on every image, and I've found that even at I was at f13 before, but even at f16 probably, the focus starts to fall off once I get to this area here of the composition. So I'm actually going to punch in and refocus manually with this. And that seems to be, let me just mess it up. That seems to be about perfect. So I'll take that shot. And while I'm at this stage of the process, I'm actually going to underexpose the image a little bit because those highlights were slightly blown out on that last exposure. So I'm just going to darken things up a bit and just get for dynamic range and just get that exposure. So now I'll go back up to what the camera's telling me is the correct exposure. And now I'm going to change my focus to the very back of the cave. That's got it. And I'll take that shot, and again I'll do the darker exposure as well, so that what I'll eventually end up with is 3 images that are close, middle and far focus, and on the middle and the far focused images I've bracketed for dynamic range, just for that little bit of safety in case I blow those highlights. And I think that is pretty much it. Job's a good one. Oh, you filming? Shit. I better look like I know what I'm doing then. Well, I feel like we've got, Greg, what do you think? Another 10 minutes, a good light?
Yeah, if that.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
So we've got the shot, but we're scrambling, trying to get a bonus shot because the light is fantastic right now. Just show them this, Greg. Like this is, we've got these mountain peaks in the distance, we've got these red rocks lighting up, and it's disappearing rapidly. So I think I need to get higher up. Should we go a little bit higher and shoot down?
Yeah, man. I don't know where you think you're going though.
I don't. I'm just roaming around. So I like that as a backdrop, but I want to put something cool in front of it, right? Oh. Have we just ditched the camera bags?
You're not too far.
Not very professional. I feel like we need to be up on that ridge. We've almost lost that light.
Yeah, we gotta be faster, man.
You okay?
Yeah, keep going. Remember, I'm like at least 10 years younger than you.
At least. That was a mad scramble. And we've missed the light. It's over there now. But I think this will be good at sunrise. And we might get that nice post-sunset glow. But I kind of like this composition here. So I'm using this to kind of frame the right of the frame, and I'd probably do a pano and pan round to this rock, which I love how this slopes in from the left, and then I've got this one in the middle. In fact, I might even get you to model and just stand in the middle there and use that, so it'd be a long sweeping pano, which would have been great if we'd been here 15 minutes earlier, but you know, that's what we do, isn't it? Those are kind of cool there as well. See those like fin-like shapes? So let's just head up there and have a look at that. Let's go and have a look at those. There's a lot of poo around here. I don't know what it is. If it's like from a hare or something. Oh man, look at this. So this is a perfect example of get rid of your tripod, just ditch it, because I don't have time for faffing around when I can just do stuff like this and get real quick comps and find, yeah, that's not worth bothering with. Whereas if I was tethered to a tripod, I would have blown 2 minutes there. Oh, look at this. So this is cool because not only is it a brilliant shape, but look at all this lichen. It's like neon green. So let's see how that fits. That's pretty cool. There's only so much I like to do on the back of the camera. Often I prefer to look through the viewfinder and kind of cut out that glare that you get, and it really isolates your composition. So for example, if I'm looking at this, from the corner of my eye I can still see Greg, and that's distracting, or I can see, you know, a contrail in the sky. But if I do this, it's purer and cleaner, and all I can see is the composition. And I'm so fat I can't breathe.
You're like a pudgy mountain goat.
this is where I'm going to be for sunrise. You want to be here with me? Or are you going to be off with those wimps?
Probably be off with the wimps.
That's a bit lame of you, Greg.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I can only help you for this one vlog. Let's be honest.
Well, at least we got a good shot, and as you know, it's better than anything they got.
That's true.
So we decided to head back down to the cave to pick up our camera bags. I'm not built for this, I tell you what, Greg. Mind you, we got the shot though, eh? Oh, Adam.
Oh, I see. You found the cave, did you?
Yeah, well, we found it, but then, you know, we knew you were way too far away, so there wasn't enough time to go up there.
Oh, yeah, I was all like 100 feet away. I didn't hear any shouts or screams.
Yeah, we did call, didn't we, Greg?
No.
Anyway, I mean, you're here now, I guess. So I guess you could shoot
Yeah,
it.
no, the lights faded.
It was actually better once the lights faded. I was waiting for the light to fade. I was, honestly. I won't lie to you, mate. But, I mean, so that we don't have the same stuff, right? Or you could do, if you wanted. You know, you could take the same shot that I took, but I shot from that side.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get a totally different shot, it's just as good from that side. In fact, I was just about to go from that side and shoot this way. You know, you could do that, and we could let the audience decide which angle is best.
All right, I'm up for a challenge.
Yeah, should we call it a challenge?
Yeah.
All right, then.
Cave challenge, man.
Deal. Winner pays Greg for cleaning up the cave.
It was only $50.
That was your chance to make an extra 20. You blew it. Shit. Man, I tell you what, it is thirsty work here in this desert. It's not even that hot, is it? But Grumpacious One is back on the scene, and he's shooting a shot of the cave. We've come all the way back down from that spot over there where I found that nice composition that I think I'll get for sunrise. What do you think, Adam?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad. If he says it's not bad, that means it's spectacular.
Which side do you like best?
Are you still rolling? But I thought we had a deal, Adam. You were going to shoot from the other side, and this was going to be my comp.
Well, I want to just make sure, you know, I want to see what I'm dealing with here, because I don't like to lose.
No, well, it actually works out for both of us, because I turned over there, had a look at the composition he was getting from that side, and I actually preferred that. So I figured if he's going to do this, then I'm all right to go over there and get the other shot. What do you think?
Sure.
I think that's fair, Greg.
Yeah. For Grumpy, it's fair.
Like, you guys are probably taking photos of each other.
I'm taking a video of him taking photos of me. We do that at home. In private. Hiya!
Got GoPros hidden all over the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like in the bathtub
Live
shaving legs.
streaming and camming.
That shaving legs part
That's
of
how
your
we
one
make
video.
our money, right? We don't make money as landscape photographers.
No.
We cam ourselves out. That's how you make money.
There's a lot of truth to that. This is way more fun though.
Right, so he's almost done, and then I'll go in the other side and shoot from the other direction. And I've shot this before from both directions, but every time I've come before, as is typical for this area, it's been blasting bright sunlight. Now that the sun's gone down, we've got this lovely soft glow. Not quite blue hour, it's that little bit of time in between sunset and blue hour, which is always my favourite kind of light. So it's going to be a lot easier to deal with. There won't be that harsh dynamic range, much softer, more pleasing on the eye. I see handprints. Handprints, and I see footprints. So I'm going to have to clean those up.
I can't believe you found that little cave.
Yeah, it's only because I found it before that I was able to spot it. It's very tricky.
The other ones like this.
Oh, you know it. You know there's probably hundreds, really. Some that have probably never been found. Okay, let's see what this composition looks like. Close quarters, man. Oh, that's magnifique. Absolutely magnifique. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I have to move back a smidgerino. Oh, yes. Yes. The further back I get, the better it is. Oh, that's magnifique. Okay, Greg.
Yo.
Are you filming?
Trying to get an angle, but it's hard.
Do you know what? I'm going to need your services again. You're
to wipe off the sand.
Well, it's just that one handprint that Uncle Grumpy left. I can't deal with it.
I'll do it for an extra $20.
Deal.
Alright.
What do you want me to do? Wash away his handprint?
Yeah, so because Adam's really inconsiderate, he left this handprint there.
This
And,
one right here?
That one right there, yeah. And I just need it in the sand, I just need it gone. That's better.
I'm double gimbling, man.
Oof, double fisting. Excellent, that's perfect, Greg. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of your efforts.
$20. That's 70 in total.
Wow, you're raking it.
Yeah, dude. 70 Canadian dollars. That can buy me like, I don't know, maybe what would $70 buy you?
A memory card?
A memory card, a hockey stick.
Should have got a bit lower though.
I think I could. I got as low as I could get. That was my lowest tripod position. But pretty sure it's better than what you got.
Probably.
You know what it is, Adam? It's the cameras. You know, it's the Nikon versus the Sony thing. It's not really much to do with with the users.
I wish I brought the Fuji.
Yeah, why didn't you bring it?
Because I don't have long enough lenses for
Oh,
it.
right.
And the sand dunes would have been.
Is it weatherproof?
Yeah.
So-
I love using it. I like using it more than the Nikon.
You just slashed this audience in half. I don't know if we're going to get through this.
I do. I really enjoy using it. It's almost like using one of the old film cameras, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
In terms of what? Why is that?
Well, it's just the controls and just changing the aperture on the lens. I mean, you actually have aperture marks on the lens.
I like that. I do like that.
Yeah, and it has just, so you have one dial for the shutter and one for the aperture. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can change it so it's all automatic, but I just like that.
It makes it more fun, right? More
Yeah, yeah.
tactile.
Yeah.
Well, this wraps up our... I thought that was a very successful shoot here at Windstone Arch in the Valley of Fire, Nevada. I'm glad we found it. I mean, it was an arduous task hiking 60 feet through very clement conditions, but we managed it, didn't we? We survived.
We did. We succumbed to the elements.
Yeah.
Would you like to thank me?
Oh, right, yeah. We'd really like to thank Greg Snell for being an excellent B-roll filmer and a good sport in cleaning up the sand, passing me some coffee, being a little bit lippy. He got a bit lippy at one point. He didn't get lippy with you, though.
No, because I'm his favorite guy.
He did say that, actually,
He did.
when you were around. I asked him who he liked best out of the F4 group. And he liked you best.
Well, it's not hard to see, is it?
Next is sunrise, so
Yeah.
I'm really happy because I found a composition up the hill that I think is going to be majestic for sunrise. I'm not going to show you where that is, though. That's all mine. That.
So you think the top of the hill is going to be the best spot for sunrise, eh?
For my shot, I don't know what you got in mind, but I might actually, Greg, if you're up for it, because you keep reminding me how young you are, and much younger than me and full of energy. I was thinking I might go up to an arch. I think what was it called? Arch Rock, for nighttime photography, a bit of astro, Milky Way, and because I know you're full of energy and much younger than me, you're probably up for that, right? Staying up till late.
Well, let's see, Gavin. I don't know yet. I'll have to make a decision when I get back to the rest of the crew. It's getting kind of dark.
So I might have to film my own B-roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with filming my own B-roll now after we've had Greg for 3 weeks. It's brutal.
Yes. Greg's been very good. Thanks, buddy.
Why don't you? Why don't you bump fists with me, Greg? Don't fall over that camera bag.
The hardest part, though, is pretending to fake laugh at your shitty jokes.
I tried to keep a straight face. Let's do that again.